You're kind of like my goat, right? Like, but I have a really important question as as the resident, person on stage from the Los Angeles, collective. I just need to ask if you've seen anything about the AI agent movement within crypto, like AI 16Z agent frameworks, Goatcoin, Zerebro. If you have any thoughts on that as a high level genius such as yourself.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's all pretty cringe and just another way for people to speculate. If you look at quantum computing, there's these stocks like there's this one company QUBT, which was like literally getting ready to file for bankruptcy, and their stock's up 20x. I mentioned the quantum hard drive, the tape drive company that has nothing to do with quantum computing. They just have a name that they thought was cool, sounds futuristic. They actually made this name in the 80s. They decided to call their company Quantum Corp, and they've never done a single thing in quantum computing, but the stock went up 50x or roughly 20x because of just the association with Google made an announcement about quantum computing. Even Google's announcement was bullshit, but it made the whole sector go crazy. And we're seeing this over and over again. There's a company called SoundHound that did an acquisition that made their numbers go up, and SoundHound stock has gone up 5x. DJT stock.
It's a fire name, by the way.
Yeah, it's a fine product, but it's like 5-6x overvalued. DJT Truth Social stock has been really great. Huge market cap. They're supposed to be pivoting to crypto any day now. Like, there's all this crap out there that's just overvalued. And if you can come out with A16Z coin or AI16Z and also come out with Farcoin, the ultimate collective market cap of Solana shitcoins at some point will implode on itself, because the cost to create one costs nothing. The cost to get your attention costs something, but your attention is limited, right? You can only own, you have $50,000 to put in shitcoins. Well, I sold my dog with hat. Dog with hat is down 32% this month. That's a dog, literally. And, instead you could be long AI16Z, or you could be long, maybe Farcoin, but the people that own dog with hat are literally bag holders. Especially the people that bought it over the last month. Over the last month, it's traded billions of dollars. And everyone that's bought it over the last month is a huge bag holder today. And so you are just moving the bag holder to the eventual Farcoin bag holder. There will be Farcoin bag holders in the next however long it takes, but eventually, just like Dog with Hat, it'll be down a bunch. And just like other meme coins we can't even remember, they'll be down as much when the attention fades. And attention is a fleeting thing. It's hard to keep getting attention. Imagine all these other meme coins.
Is like a meme coin that's kind of like a silly meme. It does have AI origins, but it's more about like the Farcoin meme itself. Whereas like AI16Z has a team building swarms on the internet, and there's like kind of like AI thesis behind it, with like AI investment money potentially coming in to this sector. So I feel like I would like that's kind of like how I feel like I would separate that from WIF as well. And like AI being such a big industry that's getting so much money like invested in it right now, the narrative for AI crypto just like feels strong to me. If you're bullish on crypto at all.
I mean, I just feel like there are AI companies. I have this list on my GitHub, 1,400 AI companies. They're almost all shorts that are going bankrupt. So OpenAI is doing great. But if you talk to people putting money to work in AI, there's new codes coming out every day. But look at the companies that even Midjourney is sucking wind right now. Like, most of the companies that get started in AI in the last 5 years are going bankrupt, and it's just not a fantastic space. Crypto doesn't make any sense to combine with AI. It's just not a rational thing. There's no overlap between the two. I know people are trying to force that narrative, but it really is just oil and water. Maybe you can get an agent to do tweet. Like, that gets boring pretty quickly, and anybody can do it. It takes a very, very humble programmer to sit there and put out code that can do this. And every time somebody tries to force fit this narrative, it really doesn't end up with any users. We know that from the IONET expose I did and other I think obvious crypto AI failures. Once there's an OpenAI type app that's crypto native, that then wake me up. But for now, I think that this stuff is speculators just to speculate and to hope and pray that somebody lifts them out of their position at a higher price. And there's no actual fundamental reason why AI and crypto make any sense together. I mean, decentralized trading is one thing that people are hoping and praying to do, but that's not as exciting as maybe the meme and the perception of making noise about AI. But eventually noise must give way to progress, and we don't see that. People at OpenAI or Anthropic or Google or Meta, they don't care about crypto. Any serious AI person, if you ask them, what's the intersection with crypto? They're going to look at you funny, like, did you misspeak? Like, what do you mean, what's the intersection with crypto?
There's people building AI agents on chain to like transact in like DeFi and be profitable and stuff. Isn't that like pretty fucking sick? The next, yeah, I mean, like,
well, quant funds have been
AI companies do that.
Quant funds have been around forever. So there's crypto, MEV bots, and there's crypto trend following, and there's crypto arbitrage. That is an agent, right? It's just called quantitative investing. So, if you can program an agent that makes money, you will make lots of money. There are people like, remember that guy, who's the guy from the subway, Jared, the Jared MEV bot? That guy made a fortune. And there's plenty of other MEV bots that nobody knows about that are from guys like Jump Trading or Jane Street or whatever, and they quit their job at the big hedge fund and they sit there and program, and their MEV bot steals a little bit of ETH from you every time you trade ETH, and they make a fortune, and it's fantastic for them. But that's what an agent is. An agent doesn't need to talk to anybody. And for it to be autonomous, well, what's there to do on chain that other than speculate? I mean, as of now, there's not a whole lot.
Well, the thing is though, like
injection of funds rather than going to VC. AIs are expensive to run, so why not use crypto to gain funding rather than like having someone control your project? Like, was it your project? Like, am I mistaken? It was not AI. It was just GPUs.
Yeah, I mean, we shut it down because nobody used it. I'd much rather have something that people organically are using when the instead of like just go hawk it, go shill it nonstop, and that's just such an ugly thing to do. You'd rather people do it and use it because they like it and it's useful, And we tried it and it didn't work, and we moved on. And that's what a business does. It doesn't sit there and say, well, let me force feed people this, even though they don't want it. Let me feed them a narrative that's bullshit, that I know nobody actually uses this or likes it, but I'm going to feed them this thing anyway. And it's just not an honest thing to do. And I feel like
that's the thing with the market right now. You say that people really don't care for a long time, but it's intriguing the entire community for months right now. Also, the thing with all these other AIs is that people do engage with them, have conversation in the DMs, and that the cool part of like them launching tokens and shaping a whole culture around it while people are interacting with AI are concepts that work, and they gain more hype than getting even less,
And the AI is not just about chatting or tweeting. Like, there's actually AIs that are building legit products. So I just think it's like a great way for them to find the funding and do what they want, be decentralized and not like be controlled by VCs. So why not?
Well, something Martin said too about like I expect that like they will ultimately like be working for you in a sense. You can have these agents go out and either trade for you or do tasks for you, things like Fiverr, things like that. But it's all done via AI and agents. And what I think what people are overlooking right now is the fact that like it's really easy to just use a smart contract. Now that agent can accept any number of tokens, coins, whatever you want to call it. And you're going to start to see like an agent to agent economy almost start happening. Through just these agents that are earning, money for you, keeping a percentage, converting it as they see fit, trading it with other agents to work inside the agentic system, essentially.
Yeah, Martin, everybody has their own idea with it, but like, how do you, as an investor, separate what you think is going to pump with what you actually believe is going to have like important real-world utility? Because like, you almost don't even have to believe that the AI coins are going to be important at all. You just have to believe that like money is going to rotate in that direction.
Right. I mean, there's a word for that.
Going on thread guys' spaces saying like they're talking to funds, like funds are interested, right? Like there's talk happening about this. So it's like, how am I supposed to ignore that as a crypto guy? Like I don't even know if it's actually going to be important. But
I think like actually my friend Zintani every now and then says something smart, which is rare for her, but every now and then she says that. I love her to death, but she says that I buy when there's blood in the streets and I sell when everyone's partying and excited. And I think that That is a very reasonable way to do things. And when people are sick of Bitcoin, they don't want to hear about it, don't even say that to me, I lost so much money on that, that's when it sounds like you should go long and max leverage long. When people are like, this is the future of money, that every company in America should have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. I'm going to leverage up and borrow money and risk bankruptcy to buy Bitcoin. That's crazy. And that's the time to, you know what, let me take my chips off the table and move on. In terms of the AI talk, I mean, look, I'm all for it. You know, everybody should build something like that, but it should be useful to my brother and sister who don't care about crypto, my mom, you know, and so forth. Like that would be exciting. You know, it's in this zero-sum game of PvP, yeah, you have to grab the attention of somebody else and often lie to get their attention, which is like a line I won't cross. But people will cross and they'll lie and spam and do whatever it takes to get attention. You know, anytime you send a tweet, there's 50 responses that have, you know, oh, buy this token or buy that token, you're missing my token, and folks get really devious about how they market them. But ultimately, you know, that I'd rather be invested in something that can have like a multiplying compounding effect because people actually use it than, okay, this might steal some attention from Dog with Hat. But how does the guy who bought Dog with Hat that doesn't hear about the next big thing, whether it's an AI agent or Fartcoin, how does that guy feel when he's down 40-50%? When he took you out of your Dog with Hat position, but he's sitting there holding the bag? That's a guy you need in the future.